So when I was little, I think I was maybe like 5 or 6, maybe even 7. My mom dropped me off at my auntie house so she could watch me. I think my mom had work that night. My auntie, she was roommates. She had a roommate, her best friend. I called her my auntie too. I think my auntie had a date, so she had her best friend watch me. So my auntie, she got dressed, she left, whatever. So my auntie best friend, I call her my auntie too. She had a friend come over. But she said before he come over, she had to tell me something. She said, I got a friend coming over. No matter what you do, don't talk to him. Don't look at him. Don't pay him no attention, no nothing. Right? Stay in the living room, watch TV. I was like, okay. I'm a little kid. I'm following directions, following instructions. I listen to my auntie tell what she tell me to do. So, doorbell ring. Dude come. I don't pay no attention to him. I'm watching TV. I don't even see what he look like. He just leave. He go in the room with my auntie. Guess they do what they do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A couple hours later, he come out. Before I know it, dude up on me. And I'm still, following directions. I ain't paying him no mind. I'm just watching TV. My eyes focus on the TV. Dude start talking to me, right? I'm trying not to pay him no mind. But something about him made me pay attention to him. So I looked up. And I don't know, you ever seen Vampire in Brooklyn? Just imagine Vampire in Oakland. Straight up. The long hair. He had a beanie on though. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't exactly remember how the conversation got to this. I just remember that he asked me a question. He say, you know what a witch is? Being little, I'm like, yeah, I know what a witch is. I done heard witches before. You know what I'm saying? They them green bitches that ride on brooms with a mole on their nose, right? He was like, yeah, but that's the fairy tale witch. He was like, you ever heard of a male witch? And I was like, a male witch? What's a male witch? He said, a warlock. And I was like, a warlock? And this is the first time I ever heard this before. Warlock. I'm like, what's a warlock? He get to explaining it to me. He got powers. Now, of course, being little, you pretty much a sponge and you pretty much, you believe anything somebody tell you, but not me. Not when I was young. I wasn't gullible. I wasn't a gullible little kid, right? So the first thing I was like, like, you ain't got no powers, like, that ain't true, like, And then he started, like, I don't know. It's weird to explain. So he'd tell me to look at his eyes, right? And I looked at his eyes and they was brown, but they was like a crystal dark, creamy brown color. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It wasn't like a light brown. It was like a brown, like a crystal creamy brown color, like opaque kind of. That was weird. But looking at his eyes, I couldn't focus on his face. And then he told me, look at it, look like this, right? And he went like this, and his tooth got longer. He went like that, and his tooth got longer. No, he went like this. And then he went, look, and then the tooth was long. I was like, oh shit. And then he went like this, and he went like that, and that fool tooth was normal, a normal canine again. I was like, that tripped me out, right? So I was like, whoa. I was like, do it again. And he was like, nah. And then he showed me something else. He put his hand up like that, and his nails, they was hella long. They was like that long. And hard, like, you feel me? Like hard. He was like, I could slice through a wall. I could rip wood and they don't break. No matter what I do, I could cut them off, but then they'll grow right back to the same length that I cut them. And I cut my hair, but it'll grow back to the same length that I cut from where I cut it. Right? So this dude, he telling me these stories. And then next thing I know, here come my auntie. And she like, I told you not to come in here and talk to my nephew. She like, you got me effed up. Woo-dee woo woo woo. Right? And then she was like, you gotta go. You go back in the room. Woo woo. Right? So he was like, oh, I ain't say nothing to the little nigga. Woo-dee wop wop. Right? So he left. He went back in the room. And then auntie, she knelt down because I was on the floor watching TV. So she knelt down. She was like, what'd he tell you? What he was telling you? What he was asking you? What, you know? She was like questioning me as if she knew that it wasn't like, you know, kosher. Like she knew like he was up to something. You know what I'm saying? And for a long time, it was like I remembered him, but then I didn't remember him at the same time. Like he was very present in my mind, but I couldn't really like pinpoint the memory like way. And it wasn't till I was older, till I was an adult, that I was talking about something and he just popped in my head and I remembered and I was like, oh man, but I never really said nothing or talked about it because I figured like, you know, nobody will believe you. You tell somebody that you know, met a warlock or you saw some, you know, some supernatural things, they tend not to believe you. But man, I promise you, I mean, I can put that on whatever. When I was 6 or 7, I met a real warlock. I mean, there's no other explanation. The dude tooth really got longer and sharp. His nails was really long and sharp. His eyes was really different. And it was the way he spoke to me that made me realize there was something different about him. You know, it was just weird, man. I really understand and know when people say that they've seen or they've been through supernatural experiences or they've experienced something like that where they can't really explain it or they can't really put their finger on it, but they know it was extraordinary. And that's pretty much what I experienced, what I went through, something that was really extraordinary. I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think he was a warlock? Do y'all think he was playing with my brain because I was a little kid? Do you think he was playing with me? Or do you think that it was the truth? Like he was really what he said he was? I put it on that he was really what he said he was because my auntie really checked him and really like, you know, really gave it to him for talking to me. And before he came, she even gave me the instructions not to talk to this dude, not to look at this dude, nothing. So I pretty much think that she had an idea of what he was about. Also, I'm not gonna put this on my auntie, but he did ask me if I knew what a witch was. That was the first thing he asked me. So that kind of leads me to believe that my auntie was a witch. But I'm gonna just say that you know, that little piece of information leads me to believe my auntie was a witch. Now this wasn't my auntie. This was my auntie's best friend, but I didn't know her nothing different than my auntie. You know, growing up, she was always around. She damn near lived at my house, so I thought she was my real auntie growing up. And I didn't really know she wasn't my auntie until I got older. But yeah, that's my story, man. Let me know what's up. Tell me if y'all really believe my story. Tell me, you know, what y'all think. If y'all have had this type of situation happen to you, if when you was little, if you had supernatural experience, or if you met a warlock, let me know, man. Tap in, tap that like button, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.